Okay, this is the Borderlands 1 tutorial, and first off I wanna show some things that the reasoning behind this, mostly because I've been speedrunning for exactly a year now, and during all this time I never stopped to do something a good commentary or a written guide or anything like it for this game. And as I decided to really stop running this game, I decided to stop with something useful, something that will be uh, like my contribution for the community for Borderlands 1 will be this grind pretty much. And now I want to start first looking. I have like a schedule for it. I didn't write anything, but first off I want to show the configuration for this game, because before you decide to speedrun this game, you have a lot of stuff to do. Like, you need to configure your game in order to run it. By the way, this is the PC version of the game, so if you want to run another version, console version, you might not use this guide because it's really different. There are many things you can't do on the consoles, so this is for the PC version. Okay, first off I wanna show you some pages that are on this Pastebin link that is on the screen, but you also will find it on the video description on YouTube. So first thing I want to show is the knowledge base for this game, and it's on the SDA Speed Demos Archive knowledge base. And here I'm gonna enable this. Only it captures anything. Real quick. So right here you have the knowledge base page on the SDA knowledge base, and it has some like explanation for the tricks and the weapons that are used in the run, some of the glitches. Nothing too well explained, but it's the basics. You can learn something from it, but all of that I'll show during the run. So it's what is most important here is this last section, the config file tweaks, and that's what you need to do before you even open your game if you wanna speedrun it. So here you have the recommended and also legal strats according to SDA, and the things you have to change and it are allowed to be changed on the speedrun. So these first two things are really important if you wanna keep sane because this game has like really long intro cutscenes and that are not skippable. When you open the game the first time, you can't skip many of the intro cutscenes, and when you enter the game, the first cutscene in this game is really long. So if you are going for attempts in this game, you really want to disable it, and it's possible to disable it because it adds nothing into the run itself, so it's not a part of the timing in the run. So what you're going to do is going on this link here. It's the Borderlands tweak thread on the Gearbox forums, and here we'll find like very detailed explanation on how to do these tweaks here, and it's The first one, disable the startup movies right here. So I will explain it. I don't need to show that because it's really well explained here. And the second thing you need to mess up with, if you want, is to disable the mouse smoothing. I personally do because it makes the menus more bearable with the mouse for some reason. And it's right here, disables mouse smoothing. It's on the Willow input INI that you'll find on the your documents, my games, Borderlands, and then Willow game config. You find there, it's written all in this thread here. I really don't need to explain any further. And the most important thing of all these tweaks is to enable your drop your weapon key, because you need this. And that's the main reason why the Borderlands PC version is the fastest to speedrun, because you can drop weapons, you can set it up a key to drop your weapons. So it's also on the Willow input INI, and there you're going to set a key to drop your weapon. It's easy to find if you follow this path written here. And also another thing that's quite silly that the game has is the crouch animation. Like, it comes like a toggle crouch from default, and toggle crouch is like a blasphemy, as it's written here. Toggle crouch is a blasphemy. Like, the first FPS game I played was Counter-Strike, and since there I learned that crouching is something that you need to keep pressing. So it makes no sense, at least for me, to make crouch something that you press and you need to press again to stay up. So it's our personal preference, so you choose whatever you wish. It's right here too. If I'm toggle, what is it? Okay, it's here. So it's also very well explained. And all the other things that are shown here, all the other configurations, are not allowed in the speedrun, so don't even look at them. So that's basically it for this. Now I want to show the another configurations. I recommend them because they are graphical configurations that might be useful for most people. So you are going to your config folder, Borderlands. Let me try to show you here. So right here in the documents, my games, Borderlands, Willow game, and config, you will find all of these. And the Willow input I was just talking about, with all the things, the bindings, and everything you need to change according to these legal tweaks here. But I want to show the Willow engine notepad. So here, first you want to open this with the notepad, and it will open what? It's not showing for me. Why is not showing? Okay. Here you are going to search for full screen. So here, as you can see, my full screen is set to false. That means the game will start with a windowed mode, and that's your personal preference. I prefer to play on windowed mode because it's easier to have multitasking. I can go on the Twitch chat, I can change windows faster than in full screen. So also, you are going to change your resolution here on res X and res Y. So you change the resolution you want. But there is also here you can change every other graphical configuration in the game. But I don't recommend it if you don't understand the terms here. You can find it easy on Google. Everything here is quite easy to find the meaning on Google. But you can set all of these things inside the game, so I don't recommend it. Just change your window mode, like on the full screen option, and also the res here. One problem about this game running on window mode is that, like, for me at least it happens. I don't know if for other people it's something that happens, but I'll show you the problem I have running this game in window mode, because I have a dual monitor setup, and because of that the game doesn't behave well for some reason. I'm gonna show you. I need to add my monitor capture. As you can see, I'm gonna open the game now. So as you can see, when you run the game in window mode, this thing happens. Like, the window gets like not in the right position inside the screen. The borders appear, and if you maximize it, it's also not perfect, because the taskbar appears. You can even hide the taskbar to make the window bigger, but it's not perfect in my opinion. I want a borderless window, like to have a full screen size window mode. So I searched for lots of software to do so. I never could find a perfect one, but I use a really good one. It's not perfect, as I said, and I'll show you why. The name of the software is Shiftwindow, and on Shiftwindow it's easy to work on it. Also, I'll put the link in the description. It's also on the paste bin. I showed it earlier, and here you just put, like, in this window area, click, go on your Borderlands, click, and go on your Borderlands task. But what happens when you use it one time? The software refuses to work again. I don't know why. So what you have to do each time you want to use it, have to reinstall it. There's no other way. So I'm gonna just reinstall it. It's really easy and fast to reinstall anyway. I need to close the program. Okay, now that's reinstalled, I can do it just fine. See, it added the path for the Borderlands.exe. And after this, you just need to click on your window, go back to the shift window and trigger it. And it didn't work. Wait. Okay, now it worked. As you can see, now my screen's fully sized. It's perfect. It's what I want. It's a Borderlands window mode. Now that we have the game opened, I can start to talk about the run itself. There are some more options here you can mess up with, like the sensitivity, the key bindings you already set on the below input.ini, it's not a problem. Here on audio and video can change the volumes and the graphical configurations. Here, for the graphical configurations, it's your personal preference, I guess, because this game has really sensitive loading screens. So if you have any higher settings of graphics, your loading screens are gonna take much longer. So it's up to you. It's not really important, just because the timing for this game is done without the loading screens. So It's not a problem to have loading screen times, really long loading screen times, but it's your choice. If you wanna play the game in a good look, go ahead. It's not a problem. So, talking a little bit about the category this game is ran mostly. I think it's the only category really. It's the 90%, and it's different for each character. So each character has a different category because they have different skill sets. Like the timer starts right after the first loading screens. So I'm gonna start here, a new character, and the timing doesn't start yet.
Firestone Depot. Time to gather up your stuff. Who's getting off the bus?
Right here I have the selection for the characters. As I said, each character has a different category. Lilith, which will be the focus of this guide, is the fastest, mainly because she has a higher DPS, and her skill set is really safe for running through areas without taking any damage. So she's the character of choice if you want to go for the fastest time in this game. Brick is the Berserker, and he's second fastest. He's about, I don't know, 10-15 minutes slower than Lilith. And Mordecai and Roland are the slowest ones. They are like about 30 minutes slower than Lilith. I really don't recommend playing Roland and Mordecai. It's really frustrating. The route doesn't change much from the characters. So what you will experience if you play with Roland or Mordecai is just frustration for them being really weak. And also Marcus doesn't stop talking. Oh my god. Anyway, I'm gonna choose Lilith, and I'm gonna start the timer because it's going to be a loading screen anyway that won't be in the final timing. So I start Lilith, and the timer for SDA starts right now because it's possible to move your character right when you enter, and I'll show you that. Also, I'm gonna set my comparison off because it makes no sense here.
You with the sniper rifle and the crazy mask. You look.
So if you mash really fast, you can jump in the beginning here. I couldn't make it, but if you mash really fast and move forward or sideways, you can move your character right when the loading screen starts. That's why the timing starts, because you gain control of your character as soon as the loading screen ends. As I said, Lilith is really strong, is really fast for this game. And another reason why is that her initial weapon, the SMG, is really strong. And as you could see, I could drop my SMG right away because I have control over my character, sort of. And her SMG is the best weapon in the beginning. And right here, I need to follow Claptrap because they have area triggers for this game. The area triggers need to be activated in order for you to proceed. Like if I don't go right there, Claptrap won't do anything. Will just stand there. So I need to activate the area trigger here. Now he's going to keep his dialogue going. After I do so, I'll start to open these containers, because this game has some challenges, as I can show here. And these challenges, they give you a lot of XP. Some of them are really easy to do during the run. One of them is to open 50 containers, And that's what I will do from now on. Every container I see that is in my path and won't make me lose any time, I will just open it. Here I need to activate this and go right away off. And right then I'm gonna keep running and opening everything I can until the next area trigger. So this game is full of area triggers. You need to pay attention where you stand. The other area trigger is right here. And after I activate that, there is a little cutscene there. I can just run back off and go right here, open more containers. And most important thing, I can open that chest. This red chest can have either a SMG, a shotgun, or a sniper rifle. The sniper rifle is the weapon that you want because it really helps you out on the first boss of the game. It's really easy to kill the first boss if you have a sniper rifle. You can do it with a SMG or a shotgun too, but it's really not ideal. And these enemies here, I'm gonna try to do another challenge. So there's a challenge that gives you XP if you kill the enemies within a certain period of time between each kill you do. So right here I killed the enemies too slow, as you could see, so I didn't got the challenge. Right there's an area trigger and you need also to open the chest. So right here I'm gonna just keep going, opening containers, and shooting piles like that also count as opening containers. So every pile you find, you can just open it. This is another area trigger. Have to wait Claptrap to open the door anyway. Let's run and open more things. And also I forgot to mention and get this pistol here is very important. This pistol here will be a weapon, a very important weapon in this beginning of the run. But for these initial enemies that spawn here, I'm gonna use the SMG. And one technique that I use to kill them is to jump before aiming down the sights. And the reason why is that is because when you aim down the sights and shoot, you can only walk. But if you jump, you keep the momentum from the running. So I jump to gain some distance here then. Right here, another area trigger. And I can keep opening the containers.
Well, shoot, I thought I was a goner that time. Damn bandits won't leave us alone. Had to lock the place up tight. I'll let you in. Come on. Damn it. Blasted circuits are on the fritz again. Give it a go from the switch out there, would you?
So, after this quest, after you accept this mission, there's a long dialogue sequence there. So what you do is to save and quit. And it's easy. What I do to save and quit fast, I don't press down, because you can press up and go directly to the exit. So I press up, enter, and up again. So I save and quit. Then just smash enter as fast as you can to go back into the game. So when you save and quit there, you skip a huge dialogue sequence and you can just open the Z garage right away.
Thanks for opening her up again. The name's Zed. They don't let me cut on folks anymore since I lost my license, so now I keep the vendors around here up and running. From the vendors,
A very important thing here after you turn in this quest is to leave the garage. But the reason why is because there is a area trigger out of the garage. So you leave the garage, go back, open these containers, and run back to follow Claptrap in time. I can actually save and quit to show that again. think. No, Claptrap is already there. No, he's here. You see, there's an area trigger there. I'll try to enter the garage without activating it. So I activate it, open the containers, and I go back, follow him. It's quite simple. Another area trigger is right here. Containers, never forget about them. Here you can either have 1, 2 or none skag piles, and these enemies will spawn over the wall. I kill them as fast as I can. Sometimes I need to drop my weapon and pick it back. That's the drop reloading, by the way. I just dropped my weapon and pick it back up, and that way it becomes fully reloaded again.
The poor little robot needs our help. Would you kindly give him a hand?
This is the box Claptrap needs, so you can pick up as soon as you accept the quest. Then repair Claptrap. When you repair, you need to kill some skags. That's the importance of this pistol here, because with this you can just kill them from very far. If you do it fast enough, you can just do it before the gate opens, which is the ideal thing you want. After this I can save and quit again, just to not have to run back all the way I came in. And it's faster that way.
That ought to do it. I'll see you in a few.
I keep opening the containers when I can.
You know what you need to know.
Hey there, stranger.
So this quest is really simple. I just need to get a power core. I open more containers if I can. So just pick this and save and quit again to go closer to Zed. So here just need to buy a shield from that. That's the quest requirement. And then after you accept the other quests, we're going to run to the area with the bandits you need to kill. And this area is really important to be done fast enough. Right there I got the challenge completed. So I opened 50 containers and I gained a lot of XP. Right here you want to lure some enemies to make it easier what I'm going to do, because there is this challenge. The chain killer requires you to kill like 10 enemies in a row within 7 seconds between each kill. So to make it easier, not necessarily faster but easier, I'm gonna give a couple shots there just to spawn a skag, and the skags are running after me right now. So I arrive here to my first enemy, second, third, the fourth, the fifth, the sixth and the seventh, the eighth, ninth and the 10th enemy. So I got the challenge done. And it's really important for you to do that fast enough. And then I save and quit to go back faster. If you don't do that fast enough, you won't get the challenge, and that will make you low on the XP. Because if you do everything correctly, as I did right now,
What do you need?
after you turn in this quest, there is another challenge you can complete by buying 4 healing kits here. If you've done everything fast enough and right enough, right now you need to be at level 5. So you can activate your action skill. That's one of the main reasons why Lilith is the fastest. Because the phase walk gives you a huge increase on your movement speed and also makes you invincible. while its duration. And there is also a glitch for the phase walk, which is called phase jumping. Phase jumping is like a frame perfect jump that is done by deactivating your phase walk skill and jumping at the same frame. So I'm gonna activate here. That's the point to activate your phase jump, and I'm gonna try to phase jump and I miss it. I'm gonna save and quit just to do it again. So phase jumping is really precise, but you can do it at any point of your phase walk duration. So you can activate your phase walk and just jump phase jump, which I missed it. I'm gonna try again because I really want to show this. The phase jump is used in many different areas of the run, and it's really an important technique to manage. And I missed it again because it's possible to jump over this fence. I couldn't make it, but it's possible, and it's something you should look forward to because it saves a little bit of time, and this little time saves here and there adds up in the end of the run. So another thing I want to explain, it's right here there is a trigger for a cutscene, and for every cutscene in this game you can like do a jump right before the trigger line and gain some distance. So I need to be close to TK Baha to accept his quest. So I'm gonna right on the line that activates the cutscene, I'm gonna jump. So as you can hear, if you could hear, I touched the ground during the cutscene.
One more step and it'll be your
And you can hear the enemies too. Like the game keeps going, sort of, during the cutscene. So I could jump closer to TK Bara during the cutscene. Again, I activate my phase walk and whenever I can because it's fast, and this is a phase jump. Basically, at the end of any phase walk duration, you want to phase jump. This quest is really simple, just grab the stuff and bring it back. As soon as my phase walk is back, I just use it. And it will be always like that. Here I'm gonna... There's a little trick that saves a little bit of time. It's just jumping over the door there. So now we have grenades. And grenades are also another important aspect of this game, because you can grenade jump. As you can see here, just throw a grenade and the grenade does a boost on you. So you gain some distance and you can do some tricks later on with it. Gonna do another here. A little trick that I'll do here, I'm gonna hold on a little bit to explain. I'm gonna phase walk, and right near the place I need to activate, it's like a dynamite thing there. I'm gonna just phase jump and activate while I'm in the air, gaining some distance with the phase jump. So like this, it's just faster than running, activating, and everything else. This area is very simple to just run until the first boss of the game. you wanna phase walk as soon as you get in this pole here. And phase jump here.
You are about to face your first real challenge. I hope you've toughened up enough.
Here, the intended way to this area is going inside the house there, but you can just jump over this thing here, and it's faster, a little bit faster. And when you're coming down here, you can just open your inventory and swap and equip your sniper rifle or shotgun or even SMG, depending on the weapon you got from the first red chest in the game. So you can just headshot the boss, and with 2 shots I killed him. So that's why the sniper rifle is really effective for this. That was my first split. Also, I want to talk about splits. Everybody that speedruns knows that splits are a personal thing. So you pretty much choose the splits you want. Like, I have these, but you could have more. Other people have more splits than me, or less splits than me. It's your personal choice. That's a thing that everybody into speedrunning knows. So basically, let's continue. I need to go back. And right here, you want to phase walk as soon as you get to this point here. Gonna phase walk, and there is one of the most important phase jumps in the game. This one, because it saves a bunch of time going over that rock instead of normally jumping. One thing I forgot to mention, walking is almost always faster than jumping. Jumping is like floaty and the gravity is too low and it's not optimal. So running is the fastest way, except when you have to phase jump. Phase jump is faster than running. Here you can try a little trick. It's to do a granny jump over those cactus. So that's slightly faster than running. As you can see, I got my level up right there, right after it's really convenient. The way the XP management is done during the run, you basically have a perfect setup for each point, so it's really important to do everything just right.
Well, I'll be damned. You killed Nine Toes.
Right now, I'm gonna... This is the first area, the first point of the game that I'm gonna start to struggle with RNG, because I need to find a specific grenade mod from the vendor, and it's a bouncing Betty explosive grenade mod that I need to find, and that's for the farming that I'll have to do in the next area. So right here, it's the first time I check for it, and I couldn't find it, as you can see. So I'll just keep going and doing the quests. One important thing, the main quest, the quests from the main storyline, you don't need to press enter to accept them. You can just open and press escape, and they are automatically accepted. This only works for the main quests. The side quests still need to be activated with the enter. So after you activate here, you just phase walk and go to the catcher ride. This catcher ride here is a little silly. As you can see, I'm not activating it. I need to come really close sometimes and turn around so it activates. Something to pay attention. And now I need to kill a mini-boss of the game. So Bonehead is a complicated boss if you are killing him on foot, because I'm on level 6 and Bonehead's like a level 11. So the way level gap works in this game, you are not capable to kill enemies more than 4 levels ahead of you. But by jumping over this fence, which is really simple, you can just go back there and activate a car station and spawn a car. And one fun fact about this game is that cars deal a lot of damage if you run over the enemies. So it's exactly what I'm going to do with Bonehead. I can kill him on foot, but with the car it's really easy. So you just need to shoot a little bit until he comes over. By the way, I pressed spacebar to mark him on the screen, and I killed him just insanely fast. After this, you just need to leave, and it's really important to grab that SMG he drops, because it's a good weapon. Right now, as I couldn't find my grenade mod on the first try, this is my second try, and I couldn't also, so I'll just keep going. Returning the quest, and the next quest requires a car. I just choose a color I want, and the color will stay throughout the entire run. So if you want a different color choice, you can choose it. Doesn't waste much time, and it's swag, you know. So keep going. Right now there's another few challenges I'm gonna activate, and these challenges give you a ton, and I mean a lot of XP. It's quite insane. Challenges are like really required. Basically, you need to get your car in the air for a few seconds. Doing that like the intended way, it's really hard to do. So a glitch that the game has, not really a glitch, but I think it's a glitch, but more of a trick. You can just put your car on the edge of this ramp, and you switch the seats and wait a few seconds, like 3 seconds, I think it's enough. Then you leave your car, but as you could see, my car moved because that skag like attacked me. So I'm gonna just enter my car again, because if I do it this way, it won't work. I'm gonna just go back to my gunner's seat, wait a few seconds, and leave the car. And now I'm going to do a melee attack on my car, and as soon as I can, I'm gonna try to enter in my car again, like this. So as you could see, all those challenges I showed were completed by doing this. So it's not a complicated glitch. It can be tricky to be done, but yeah. So after I talk to Zed, I'm gonna look for my grenade mod again. And that's it. This is one you need. And one important thing to get here is a side quest to get a little blood on the tires, because it gives you a ton of XP, and it's right the thing you need to do anyway, because of another challenge. It's really convenient, this quest. You just need to run over 10 enemies. It's really easy to do, because I'm going to need to do another challenge. It's a chain killing challenge also, but this time instead of only 10 enemies, I need to kill 25 enemies within 7 seconds between each kill. So here I got the side quest from this guy, because they are also gonna be done. So here is one of the side quests. I need to kill these wrecks. They can either spawn this way or directly. This way takes longer, but there's nothing you can do about it. It's pretty much RNG. So you kill these wrecks, and you need to try to spawn those there too. So I'm killing the wrecks as fast as I can because of the chain killing challenge. And after I kill them, I'm gonna run over these skags here, just to keep the chain killing going. So I got one, the killing spree, which is killing 15 enemies. And now that I killed enough skags up here, I can go down and keep running more skags until I get the 25 enemies I need. As you can see, I got a lot of XP through these challenges. Another side quest is to activate the turbines, and really simple quest here. A good trick to do is to explode those barrels there. Sometimes they kill a lot of enemies and give you like 500 XP. So you turn in this and activate the last turbine. Now you can save and quit to turn in all of your quests. The first quest I need to turn in is to get a little blood on the tires. And now I'm gonna deliver the other quests I got from the NPC. Right there. And you should be like level 10 and almost a half after all of this. If you've done every single quest I did. So next, I'm gonna explore. Instead of following the main quest line, I'm gonna explore this cave here because I need levels to kill the next boss. And as soon as I enter this area, I phase walk to this vendor because I need to buy some grenades, and then I'm gonna buy the grenade expansion because I need grenades to kill these enemies. Remember the grenade mod I bought earlier? This is the grenade mod I'm gonna use to kill all the enemies in this area. So I'm gonna sell the useless stuff, gonna keep this SMG because it's really good, and the sniper rifle. The reason why I'm gonna keep the sniper rifle is because throwing grenades with the SMG is much slower in comparison. So throwing with the sniper rifle is ideal. After I buy everything here, I'm gonna equip the grenade. Whoops, I don't need to sell this. I equip my grenade mod and I put some points on this layer skill. And right after, I save and quit to manipulate the position of the enemies and make it easier to kill them. As soon as you spawn, you can go change to your sniper to throw the grenades faster and just throw grenades. The way you do it, it's trying to throw them underneath the enemies, but even doing that, sometimes they don't die, so it's kind of RNG. Even if you do everything right, sometimes you just don't kill them. And here I got the perfect first farm. I killed all 4 of them, and that's interesting because in the second cycle I can do a good trick. When you level up, your action skill instantly recharges. So what I'm going to do is to use my phase walk right before I level up, so I can recharge it, and when my phase walk ends, I have another to use. So here I'm gonna just buy all my grenades, and I'm gonna try to kill these crabs to reach a level up. which I couldn't make it, as you can see. And I'm gonna do a trick. Like, when you're in this purple warp here, if you save and quit, your game doesn't save. It puts you back on the last save point. So, as I got a pretty bad farm there, I'm going just to ignore this save point. I'm gonna quit right here. So the game puts me back on a previous state. It's useful when things go wrong, mostly. Gonna again buy those grenades and try to do the trick. Right here, I think I'm gonna get a level up, so I'm gonna enter into phase walk. So I didn't got level up, and I couldn't show the trick. But let's see if I can. Yeah, I can still save and quit and do not save the game, because the game only saves after 30 seconds have passed. So I just save and quit to try to show the trick I'm meaning. I think, no, I didn't get it again. But anyway, I gotta just keep going. I would have a phase walk here too, and that would make me reach this chest right here faster. And the reason why I'm opening this, because I need a also, I don't only need levels, I also need a good gun to kill this next boss. So a good gun, the only way you can get it is from this chest here. So I need to keep opening them until I get a good shotgun, because shotguns are overpowered in this game, especially because of the drop your reloading technique. Here I'm taking advantage of my level up bonus and killing more enemies with my grenade mod. Gonna buy more grenades, and after you do that first chest checking right there, you are on level 11. So before you start checking the chests again, you need to reach level 12, because that's ideal. Also, in this vendor here, you need to search for a better shield. Your current shield's not good enough at all. So, the best shield you can find here is a level 13 shield from the I don't know how to speak this. I think it's Guerrero. I don't know how to speak this, sorry. But anyway, these shields are the best ones because they have a fast recharge rate, and that's most of the times more important than have a high capacity shield. So right here I'm going to just pick the best one of them. It's this one here. Gonna sell stuff that I don't need, buy some grenades, and I'm gonna save and quit again to keep farming. By the way guys, any questions you want to ask, just do it. Right here, I'm close to level 12, so I'm gonna try to do the trick, the level up trick again. It depends if I'm able to kill the enemies or not. And again, killing these enemies can be tricky. So I got it. Like, I expected that I would get the level up, so I just phase walked, and now I have 2 phase walks. So I just keep going and farming until level 16 and checking the chests to find a useful shotgun. When you reach level 12, your SMG that you got from Bonehead is quite useful. It has a decent damage to kill these crabs if you aim on their critical spot. At level 11 you still struggle to kill them because you are 4 levels behind, but at level 12 you can do a decent damage. Gonna refill my ammo and keep going. The next point you wanna use is on your Quicksilver skill, which adds fire rate, and that's very useful. It's the best skill you could put at this point. Now that I have level 12, I can just throw some grenades, hope that the crabs get killed, and go back here to try find a shotgun.
I'm really good at this.
Sometimes it's good to get some loot out of the chest just to sell, because money is important later on, and if you are too low on cash, it can be complicated for you to do some stuff. So you always get some loot to sell. And here I found a good enough shotgun for this farming in specific. For Sledge, the shotgun is not good enough. Basically this one has around like 270 damage total. What you want for Sledge is to make a fast and easy fight. You want at least 300 damage. So this is not good enough, and the fire rate is low too, so the DPS is not good enough. But you can still kill him if you have at least a 230, 250 total damage shotgun, but it's gonna be really hard to do. I'm gonna try to kill this guy before I die, and I could make it. I drop reload every time I can. It's faster. Got the level up bonus. Can kill these enemies really fast now. Level up bonus increases your damage by 100% for a minute, so it's really good. I wanna find a shotgun with around like 300 damage, or with a very good fire rate and about 250 damage. Something around that. Right here, just keep the farm going and hope for the best. If your grenades are responsive enough, you're going to kill a lot of crabs without any problem. I still don't have a good shotgun for the boss, so I need to keep looking. And as you can tell, like each time you check, it's a time waste. That's when RNG comes into play. And also, now that I have level 13, I can just use a shotgun that I found on the chest and equip that shield I bought earlier. So this is the first instance that you are going to see a lot of drop reloading. As you can see, shooting is really slow, but drop reloading is much faster. Another thing you can do to shoot faster is to shoot, do a melee attack and shoot again. It's faster than just shooting. Okay, now that you have a good shotgun for this farm in specific, you can just sell the other stuff and keep going for a good shotgun for the boss. Also, this game has proficiency levels. They increase your damage, fire rate, and accuracy, I think, for a specific gun. So as soon as you get a shotgun, the better it will be. Like, because you're going to get more proficiency levels. They are only gained when you have when you are using the specific weapon. So here I found a shotgun. It's level 16, as you can see. It has a very good fire rate, but damage is really low, so it's not useful for me. You always want to try to aim for their eye. Can be tricky. Put a point here for better fire rate. On a normal attempt, this farming section is already slow because I checked too many times these chests. Normally you want like something around 4 or 5 chests check. So I already did like 10 times, I think. And for a run, this is a bad RNG. I still didn't find a good shotgun. Sometimes it can take like... Sometimes you will get level 16, but not a shotgun to use. In those situations, it's like just keeping checking for the chest, like you run around directly to the chest until you get it. Because leveling up past level 16 is just a waste of time. It doesn't add you much anything at all, I think, in the run. So it happens to me. I get level 16 and not my shotgun. I'll just keep going for the chests and I won't kill any enemies. As you can see, the grenade throws I do is spacing on the respawn from these enemies, the area they spawn. Something that you need to learn from practice, to know where they are going to be most of the time, because it's not a guaranteed thing. They can really be anywhere. It's RNG base again, so it's an assumption then that makes your chances to kill them higher. That's the areas I throw my grenades. Normally this area is one of the areas that you most can save the most time in your attempts, because it's heavily RNG based. I think on my my splits, this is the area I can save the most time after another area that we will see really soon. I'm almost at level 16 and I don't have my shotgun. So I think we will probably see what I was talking about, just checking the chest. Another shotgun, and this is not good at all, so just keep going. Shields. And I have level 16. From now on, I'm gonna just save and quit to farm for the chest. I'm not going to check, not going to kill the enemies. Right here, another bad shotgun. It's not so bad for the farming section here, but for the boss it's not enough. And I got the Treasure Hunter challenge. Normally when you get that during a run, it means that you open too many chests, so doesn't have a good meaning. You don't want to get that challenge. Let's see. Okay, this is a good enough shotgun because the fire rate is good and the damage is not that beautiful, but we can do with this because the fire rate is fast enough. Now that I have my shotgun, I can just sell the other one. Whoops, I sold the wrong thing. Let me buy it back. And I can also equip my shotgun and unequip the grenade mod, because I'm gonna do some grenade jumps really soon. Easy trick here, just to activate to do a phase jump and reach that car station faster. Now that I'm on the right level for the boss, I'm gonna do the main storyline again. This area has no mystery at all. It's just running and activating your phase walk whenever you can. Sometimes you can kill those kegs with the barrel explosion. And doing phase grenade jumps here, it's a little bit faster. I have spare grenades, so just use them. Nothing can kill you here because they are much higher leveled than them. So don't worry, just run. This area is pretty much the same, just running through enemies. Right here, all you can do is wait. There's a timer for this door. It's really annoying. There's no way to skip it currently. So I have my phase walk, but I'm gonna hold it until I reach here. So I can do this. If I run this way, I can phase jump through this fence. Jump here, and this is a mini boss. If I get enough shotgun, it's not really hard at all. As you can see that my fire rate is good enough. I don't even need to drop reload this shotgun. It's quite nice. I just drop reload when the ammo goes out.
You should be able to get into the mine now. There's nothing between you and
Here I'm gonna refill my grenades so I can continue grenade jumping. Instead of taking the long way around, you can just grenade jump over here. As you can see, and activate the phase walk. Grenade jumps. One important thing to notice here, you don't want to waste all of your grenades because you are going to need 2 of them in the next area. So keep 2. You can do a grenade jump over here. It's really the best point to do it. So it's kind of fail of my part, but if you do it right, you gain a huge distance. Phase walking. One thing I try to do is to phase jump when I'm close to places to activate. I find it easier and faster to activate things.
Let's get out of here.
Oh yeah, one thing I forgot to mention before is that killing anything with the car, with the guns you have in the car, the best setup is to use the rocket launcher in the car, because you have the option to choose the machine gun, but the machine gun is not good enough, because the rocket launcher can have splash damage effect, and it's really nice. So the rocket launcher is the weapon of choice on your car. Right here, I'm in the headstone mine, and the way to get to the boss here is quite complicated. I have to like take a long way around. You can see. Instead, I'm gonna do some grenade jumps so I can reach the boss much faster. Right here, you can jump on this corner. Really easy to climb this. And here is the sledge skip. The sledge skip allows you to reach sledge much faster. As I showed the map, you're right here. Sledge is right there, and the entrance is complicated to reach. So instead, you can grenade jump on the edge of this cart here. Jump on this rock. If you not fail, you jump over this rock. You have a backup chest here if you run out of grenades. Another backup chest is right back here. You can find some grenades here too. The grenade jump over this rock. Try not to fall, because otherwise the skip is ruined. So you're going to jump on this and then go on the highest place here and jump over there. It's not hard when you get the practice. Right here you're gonna enter this window and this one. So you are in this ledge area, but nothing spawns because right there is a button that activates this ledge right here. But because you did the skip, this wall doesn't appear, but the button is still here and you can activate it. So this is Sledge. He's a badass and also a douche. Has the hammer attack that gets you when you're in front of him. If I hide in this thing here, he starts to shoot his shotgun. And it's something that I don't need because he has the sledge shotgun. The strongest weapon in the game, as you will see really soon. So I don't want him to shoot. So I keep luring him to do his hammer attack and hide when he does it. As I have a good enough shotgun, I can just keep shooting and only drop reloads when I need to. His critical spot is really tricky to reach. It's easier from the side. If you go on his side, you can have an easier time to critical hit him. Sometimes you can plan your downs because you can come back up killing some enemy. Also using the phase walk to avoid the hammer attack is useful. Because I know I'm gonna kill him with one shot, I'm going down just to be safe. And this is really important. Get the sledge shotgun. He's gonna drop it. You need to get it. It's the most important thing, I guess. And after you get it, just turn in the quest, get the regen artifact, and save and quit.
I bet you would like to know what that is. The vault.
So now I have the strongest weapon in the game, and the reason why is that it's because I can drop reload. Sledge shotgun has a very high fire rate and damage, but as you can see, the reload is so slow. When you can drop reload, everything changes. Because you can pick it back up and shoot really fast again. Now I need to turn in the quest, and it's on Firestone, so I have to do this all the way back.
Greetings, traveler! New missions are available at the Firestone bounty board.
Here I use my phase walk, and the way the XP is set up, after I turn in this, I have a level up and I can phase walk back to my car again.
Application unit. Classified. Unit Solomon can be equipped to modify your skills and proficiency.
I personally use the G key to drop my weapon. You can put it anywhere, but the pickup, I choose my mouse thumb button. I have a Razer Death Feather mouse and has a side button, and I use this button to pick up and also to talk to NPCs. And the way I think, it's something I figured out, and it's faster for me. It was easier, like it's much easier for me to drop reload this way. On the other games, Borderlands 2 and the pre-sequel, I use my E key to pick up things. But they are games that doesn't need too much of drop reloading. This game you need to master drop reloading if you want to have good times. I'm going the wrong way, by the way. We need to go over here.
So, you think the vault is real, eh? Everyone is talking about it. This is the biggest thing that's happened
Here you need to leave your car and talk to Claptrap, so he opens the gate. Oops. Here I'm gonna buy grenades and buy shotgun shells. If I had the money, I would... Actually, not gonna buy now, because in the next area I can buy a better SDU for my shotgun. Here you wanna really get... This is a main story quest, so if you talk to him and press escape, it gets automatically accepted. But Big Game Hunter is a quest you need to get. It's a side quest, so you need to press enter. Right here, it's faster to go here sideways instead of going forward, so just go here.
You know, Luck is an old buddy of mine, and by old buddy, I mean asshole that ruined my mom's girl parts. Well, sounds like he's in trouble, so you go on ahead and try and keep him alive.
This area here, you need to kill like 15 enemies, and can be trolly because the enemies can be all like, you can find like 5 badasses I had before here, and also these bruisers are very strong. So it's mostly pray for the RNG here. What happened here? I dropped my shotgun when I was down. To save myself, I opened my menu and equipped the shotgun I had on my inventory. So if you want to have a backup weapon in your inventory, it's always good. It's safer, you know, because if you drop your weapon while you are down, there is no other way you can save yourself. Gonna let this guy put me down so I can go back up. When you have about 10 enemies killed, you can try to explode those barrels up there, if there are barrels. In this case there aren't, I think. There are no barrels there, so I just need to kill more. When you have 13 enemies killed, you can go here and the gate will open. If you are not unlucky as me, you are not going to die, but you can explode those barrels to kill the enemies, but the barrel killed me first, so I'm just run back there. Sometimes when you die like this, you're losing time anyway. Open this chest, because you can find very good items here. You can find like double anarchy SMGs, and really good SMGs also. You don't necessarily need SMGs for this run, but they are useful for a specific area. They can be faster than using the slide shotgun. Right after you kill the 15th enemy, you can phase walk through this guy here and talk to Lucky through the door and get back.
Hey, thanks for keeping that dickbag alive long enough for me to pound on later. Much as it pains me to admit, Lucky knows the area better than anyone.
This area has some tricks to park your car, so you get off the car in the right spot. It's quite precise and difficult to figure out. I honestly don't know what's the right positions. I just sometimes get it and sometimes I don't. Like this, I got it the right place to leave the car. But if you change a little bit, let me try to show. Also, my car is stuck. Okay. I'll try to get my car unstuck here so I can try again. So let's say I park my car this way here. I still got the right way. It's, as you can see, it's really nonsense. Sometimes you can leave the car one way and sometimes you leave the car another way. There's no really explanation for that. Like this. I think that I suspect it's the way the car is pointy, but I don't know. Here, instead of climbing this thing here, you just jump over in the corner and activate. Just save and quit after you activate that. And now I'm going to kill another mini boss of the game. It's another farming section. This game has two main farming sections, and this is one of them. It's the second one. The first one was on the crabs I just had. So as you can see, in these chests you can find very good SMGs and also useful class mods. I'll be looking for a mercenary class mod for Lilith because it gives me points into the two main skills I have, the Slayer skill and also not the Slayer, the Quicksilver skill and the High Velocity skill. These are two very important and mean a lot to your DPS. So the mercenary class mod gives those points, those extra points I need. I don't necessarily need the class mods, you can do it the run without it, but you will have less DPS, of course. And you can also find these class mods on these vendors here. There is none here. But what I want to really explain here, one thing, keep your bouncing Betty because you're going to use it really soon, and another thing is to buy a shotgun SDU. It's really important to do this before anything else. The first thing you need to buy here is your shotgun SDU. Don't forget that. Also, don't forget to turn in the quest to Lucky. A point that I put here could be here to increase my phase walk duration, but it's not quite needed. So I put a point here to increase my shield by a tiny bit. So now I'm going to kill the another mini boss of the game until I reach level 24. It's the fastest way to gain XP at this point.
It's time for my pound of flesh!
So right here you can have these trolley cycles and they can explode your car. Sometimes it will happen, trust me. Instead of going that bridge over there, I can just jump this rock here to get inside the Skagzilla's arena, the next mini boss. Base jump to reach closer, and here's Skagzilla. So Skagzilla can do this. This is called a long roar, and it's really good because he opens his mouth to, and you can shoot it inside it a lot and do a lot of critical damage. But he can also do all of these other attacks, which I'll explain. This is this jump attack. It's easy to dodge. You just need to move and jump. This is the claw attack. The claw attack is dodged by just running back and jumping back. Actually, it's easier. And this is the ray attack. The ray attack, you just need to crouch to dodge it. And it's the attack you want him to do because he keeps his mouth open most of the time. Like so. As you can see, it was a good kill. The RNG wasn't that bad because I have had a bunch of ray attacks. Skagzilla is a highly dependent RNG part of a game because the patterns Skagzilla can have can vary a lot, and you always want him to open his mouth for the most time possible. His initial pattern when you just arrive his arena can be either a long roar, a short roar, or a long roar that doesn't last too long. So except the long roar, the normal long roar, the other two won't allow you to do a lot of damage on him at the start. So now I'm just gonna keep killing him, and this is a short roar. I can't do anything about it. I can't even shoot him. Luckily, I had this ray attack right away. The way you dodge this charge attack, you just go sideways. Don't need to even move back or forward. The claw attack's a little bit more trickier. I'll try to make him do some claw attacks. I'll wait for it. This attack here, it's like a fireball or something. It's quite impossible to dodge, and well, you gotta hope that he doesn't do that. That's all. I'm just waiting for a claw attack so I can try to dodge. Right here, if you shoot him right before the claw attack, it makes it easier for you to jump back. More jumps and another ray attack. I'm gonna kill him now. You wanna get some loot if you are low on cash, but I don't encourage checking for the vendors unless you need ammo or grenades. If you don't need them, just don't look at the vendors. It's a waste of time. Believe me, it's not worth it. Keep checking for class mods at all. Just go without it.
New missions are available at the Firestone Bounty Board.
So this is a short roar. I can't do much. When he does the charge attack, sometimes we can get a critical hit, but it's quite difficult. After you reach level 18, he can't kill you anymore. His damage is not that high anymore. Sometimes he drops class mods. It's good to keep an eye on the class mods he drops. If you see a green or a blue item, it can be a class mod. Just gotta keep an eye open. And now that I did the third Skagzilla kill, I'm gonna reset my skill points, because I'm gonna change my build. And now I will put points in the middle tree so I can get through the intuition skill. The intuition skill gives you experience bonus after you kill an enemy, and a fun trick I'm gonna do will require me to equip my bouncing Betty that I had stored since the first area. And I'm gonna use the bouncing Betties to explode my car. And the way it works in this game, when you explode your car, it counts as an enemy kill. So it activates my intuition skill, and it will give me the increased experience gain for a few seconds. And sometimes when Skagzilla does a long roar, you can kill him fast enough so you get the experience bonus. So it's something RNG dependent, but it's good for you to always try to destroy your car before entering the arena, because sometimes you can get a sweet experience bonus. When he jumps, he opens his mouth for a little bit. Have a very short window to shoot inside his mouth. And my ammo went down. Have more here. These piles sometimes can save you. Sometimes they just troll you and don't drop any ammo. So, because I'm gonna buy some ammo. But just because of that, you don't need to check the vendors at all.
Greetings, traveler. New missions are available at Lucky's bounty board. Greetings, traveler. New missions are available at the Firestone bounty board.
So this is a long roar, and I have my intuition skill active, so I got a sweet level up one, a sweet experience bonus. More points into intuition. And after you end the intuition leveling up, you can start putting points on the Slayer skill to get some critical damage going. Sometimes even with the long war. You can't kill him. Here's a class mod. Class mods are generally good for money.
Let's get you rolling.
Enough walking.
Greetings, traveler. New mission.
So like I said before, on the crab area, that's the area that I can save the most time in my run, except this one. Like Skagzilla is a highly dependent area, and you can either save a lot of time if he does only long roars, or can lose a lot of time if he doesn't do any long roars. So most of the time, this is their area that is going to give you the most time saves or the most time wastes.
Let's trick out your ride.
Let's get out of here.
Greetings, traveler. New missions are available at Lucky's Bounty Board.
The drop your loading techniques, again, really important to master, but it's not really the end. I never talked about this, but it's something the starter runner of this game, Jato, used to do. There is an advanced drop your loading. I'm gonna mention it here, but I never did it, and it's really hard to do. Basically, instead of just shooting and drop reloading, you aim down the side, shoot and drop reload. It's really complicated and does more damage because it focuses your bullets or pellets. So it's an advanced technique. If someday someone manages to master it, that guy will be, I have to say, a master itself, because it's really hard to do.
Greetings, traveler. New missions are available at Lucky's Bounty Board.
Now that I don't have grenades, I'm gonna buy some more. Alright, I'm gonna sell this too. I have a lot of money, maybe. You can see it's not a good enough class mod. Gives me high velocity, which is a skill that I use later, but I want something with Quicksilver. Or it's a waste of money. You don't need it.
Greetings, traveler. New missions are available at the Firestone Bounty Board.
One thing I also wanna cover here, it's a glitch, but this glitch is not helpful at all. There are two glitches that I wanna mention. One of them is aiming down the sights and dropping your weapon. This makes you really slow, as you can see, and the only way to fix it is to do the same thing again, and sometimes it doesn't work. And you can also go into your menu and go back, and you're back on. So this is the first glitch I wanna mention, and the other one is the XP glitch. The XP glitch is it's not good at all. Basically, the game needs you to have your weapon on hand in the moment that you kill an enemy. So if you drop your weapon at the same frame you kill the enemy, you won't receive the XP for that kill. And that's a harsh thing for Kagzilla, because if you drop your weapon, I'll try to reproduce it. It's hard because it's a frame perfect, but when you're doing really fast drop reloading, sometimes you just do it by accident. I couldn't do it. It's really hard to reproduce, so I won't try, but it normally happens to people that are learning this game.
Enough walking. Let's get out of here.
A few more kills and I'm going to be able to proceed. The number of kills you need to do depends on how many intuition kills you get. So it's all on RNG, really. Sometimes in the short roar you can get some critical damage going, but you need to get really close to him. It's not a problem when you have higher levels, because his damage is not that high anymore. But when you have level 17, 18, it's really risky to do that.
Let's get some wheels.
New missions are available at the Firestone bounty board.
I don't know why I threw 2 grenades. It was a mistake. You see, I got the intuition kill even with a short roar, because I'm much higher level than him now.
Hey, let's get you rolling, man.
Enough walking.
So this is the last kill,
New missions are available at Lucky's bounty board.
and I'll be on level 24 after it. If you don't have a grenade, you can just shoot with your shotgun. Right after you do the last kill, you can just phase walk until the
Get out of here.
car station. It's a little time saver. And now I need to keep going with the main story. Again, I deviated a bit to a side quest just to get some XP. And now I'm back to the main quest line. And I need to kill these 8 cars here. Sometimes these guys can be a pain to kill. They just keep going round and round around you, and
It's lucky only sent you on missions that like destroy my stuff. Seriously, I think he's putting bad guys and runners just so you can get on to blowing them up.
now there is another mini boss that I'm going to kill. This mini boss is actually a car. His name is Mad Mel, and the way you can do it to kill him easily is not by using your car, because your car doesn't have enough damage to kill him. So you can use a rocket launcher, but also there's a double anarchy here. I'm gonna buy it. I wouldn't buy normally, but I'm gonna buy it to show that the next area is much faster with SMG. So here, just put a point there. And the way I normally kill him is just using my sled shotgun. So I leave my car.
Hey, you say hello from Scooter.
I could use a rocket launcher,
Murder the crap out of him.
but it costs and it's dependent on drops. So you can also always have your sled shotgun, so you don't depend on RNG to kill Mad Mel with it. But it's also riskier to do it with the sled shotgun, and you'll see why. Need to kill these 2 cars, and the way I do it, I just park my car over here and run it back to where he spawns. Sometimes I can kill an enemy to get the speed boost, so I have to kill him on foot, so I have to drop reload while being shot by explosive damage. And if I get run over by these guys, I can't do anything else. I just die instantly. I don't even go to the fight for your life mode. So getting run over here, you just go back to the fast travel station.
He's a crap soul. You become quite the little go-getter out there. Drop by my shop and you get to New Haven. I'd quite like to meet you in person.
It's riskier to do that way, but it's faster and cheaper.
Plus traps everywhere will rejoice. Please wait while I enable access to New Haven.
Hey Gizmo, NGQ. This area right here, there's no mystery. Just follow the targets.
But I've made a decision I think you won't like. As administrator of New Haven, I am responsible for the well-being of its citizens. And in that capacity, I must keep the road to Sanctuary closed.
I'm gonna throw a grenade here.
Iron tribe and that
So when my car explodes, it activates my intuition and I have increased movement speed. That's a little bit useful.
Listen to this, mud dwellers. Skipping all the details that would confuse the lot of you, I have concluded that the vault is more than likely
doing a jump right here, you can activate that thing.
About to arrive.
Hello! There are new missions.
Or instead, you can just come down here and just do a standing still jump. A little slower.
Greetings, traveler!
All the save and quits I do, you might have noticed by now, but all the save and quits I do are time savers. They teleport you to closer locations to where you need to go, or they skip some dialogues.
I am talking. The lady with scars where her face should be believes that you and I are looking for the same thing. You should come to me now so I can see the artifact you have recovered.
Please wait while I activate the gate. I am the best robot. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I am the best robot. Greetings, traveler. New missions are available at Lucky's Bounty Board.
This next area is also, there's no mystery on it. Just pay attention to the path I take. It's like the fastest way for this. I like to wait my car boost to fully recharge. I think it's faster that way, although I didn't test it. I always wait until it's fully recharged. So here, I need to get close to this outpost so I can activate it, because it's a fast travel station that I can save and quit to. If I didn't activate that, I was gonna be teleported to New Haven again. And right here, you want to phase walk. And if you get it right, you can phase jump to get over this rock here. And from here, you can jump in this corner and climb over this instead of going like the entire way around it to get to tennis. Here, as I still have my intuition skill, I'm gonna shoot a wreck to gain some movement speed. And another one will spawn right in my front, so I can get it again. Now that I got back here, because I activated this station first, I'm gonna go to the next area, and it's basically the way back.
Something, something he needs done. You should ask him about it. Hello! There are new missions available at the New Haven Bounty Board.
There are two possible ways here. You can just turn it here and go. It's closer than the other way, but the other way activates a fast travel station that you need to activate for later. So you take the longer path, but for a good reason. So here is the fast travel station I talked about. So I activate it, and I'm gonna blow my car again so I can get a little speed boost. Oh, when you enter this area, this is the first Marcus vendor that you can start checking for grenade mods. Later on, you will need two different grenade mods, a bouncing Betty explosive, like you just had one, but this one is too weak, it's level 7. You need a level 25 one, like this one. I was lucky, by the way, because I found it in the first try. So I'm gonna buy it. And it's like, as you can see, I'm really low on cash. Even if the other grenade mod appears here, I won't be able to buy it now. And the other grenade mod I need is a corrosive grenade mod of any kind, any type of explosion. And this is this pile here. You always drop a green weapon or shield or class mod. Many things can drop from there, so it's good to open. And I'm gonna pick this up because I don't have money. So you wanna go here and explode these tanks. So this area can be done using the slide shotgun, but it's harder. So if you have a really good SMG like this one, Double Anarchy, you can just do it with the SMG and it will be much faster. The path I take through this area is also very important to notice. It's the fastest path you can take. And also you can get really unlucky here and have these really strong enemies. I was out of ammo, so I'm gonna use my slide shotgun. Climb here. Another badass enemy. How does... what? Sometimes unexplainable things will happen, don't worry. Yeah, no luck from me. If you die here at this point, it might be just better to save and quit, as you can respawn the enemies from the beginning areas. You'll make your killing much faster because you died. But if you don't die, of course, you can do it until the end. So not that I got my challenge, but I'm close enough to my goal. I'm gonna just phase walk back. If I was way back there where I died, I would just save and quit instead of going back walking. And after you turn in that quest, you just save and quit always. Now that fast travel I activated in the way I was going through here. I'm gonna use it because it's faster to reach the next area, and that was the reason that I took the longest path to get here.
Funny thing about selling. Everyone needs to buy, but no one wants to be sold. Not everyone has the knack for selling. Take you, for instance. You always accept the price as is. You don't even try to...
In this area here, you can check for the grenade mod and also for a better shield, because your shield right now is like level 13. You might want a new one. And this quest here is done really well with SMGs that have fast reload speed, because the pickup button, unfortunately, is the same button of reloading. So you need to pick up these bottles. If you have a slow reloading weapon, you're going to end up reloading before the time you want sometimes, and that's not convenient at all. Because I'm low on ammo, I'm just gonna keep using my shotgun. So most of the times you will encounter those questions, what is the best weapon to use, and that's something you need to like figure out on the fly, I guess.
Kill him now!
I don't remember if I explained it, but when you are reloading your weapon, you can make it a little bit faster by near the end of the reloading animation. You just do a melee attack, just make it a little bit faster. But you need to wait for the reloading to work.
Getting stronger by the minute.
If you do it too early, it will reset the animation, but if you wait just right, you can make it faster. This kind of like RNG is what you don't want in a run, because it's very risky. Although it gives you a lot of XP, you don't really need all of this XP. It's like a waste. And I don't have ammo, so I'm gonna swap to my double anarchy again. This time.
I might have sort of lied to you. That alien vault crap a map you looking for? Tom stole it. He stabbed me twice.
What you want?
Right there, I picked up all the quests, but you don't need to pick any quests there. It's just to turn in. It was an accident. Here you go to the underpass again. The underpass is one of the areas that you will visit most times during the run. You need to go back to it many times.
Hello! There are new missions available at the New Haven Bounty Board. Scooter asked me to tell you about a little something he needs done. You should ask him about it. Greetings! Helena Pierce has more jobs for you in New Haven.
Right here, as I did the first jump, it was really easy, but the second one, you quite need to put your car in a right angle and boost a little bit. It's something that's not consistent for me, might be for another runner, I don't know, but sometimes you get this immense boost and just jump over that gate. And with your car you can just get through this entire area without any problem. And right when you leave your car you can face walk. One really important thing is to reset your skill points here, because you need to be able to do a lot of damage, and also to extend your phase walk duration a little bit. So you put points that way. I'll show again. And just keep going. Gonna equip my shotgun back. And I forgot to buy ammo in the previous area. Something that happens sometimes. But there's a vendor here. Luckily enough. I'm gonna take the chance to sell all the stuff here, because I need money.
It's time for my turn.
Like in the beginning of the run that I showed that you can gain a little distance right before a cutscene. I'm gonna kill this guy just to not bother me. And you can do the same here. In that line there, this line here, it's hard to tell. There's a cutscene trigger, so I'm gonna try to do a grenade jump over it. As you can see, I gained a little distance during the cutscene. Saves a little bit of time. You can jump over this. And when you reach this first barrel, just phase walk. And your phase walk animation duration is long enough for you to reach the top and just blast from space. That was the the boss of the game, the second boss. I mean the third boss actually. Yes, I sold my SMG because I needed the money. Normally I would keep that as a backup weapon if I had enough money, but in this case I didn't.
Enough walking.
Here you wanna save your phase walk, and to go over this wall again, instead of using the phase walk boost, we're going just grenade jump. And use your phase walk here. And it's perfectly long enough for you to reach tennis. So that fast travel I activated in my way to kill Chrome. It's my next goal now.
Get out of here.
You killed the ugly one. I asked Pierce to give you Class A clearance, and she did.
The shortest way here, you can take the way around there, but it's not fast enough. So you go through here, but something to pay attention is that if you don't get the right angle here, you can get your car stuck and you can't do it. You can't leave it here, so you need to walk until Claptrap. I'm trying to get it stuck, but it's complicated. It's one of those things that if you try, you can't do it, but during a run it can happen. Instead of waiting for that bridge to go down, I'm gonna just do a little skip here using a grenade jump. It's convenient that there is a car station over here, so I skip waiting for the bridge to go down.
The inhabitants of Jamestown, who smell of alcohol and ignorance. They like science as much as I like the idea of music. Music is wasteful and stupid.
So I'm gonna kill now another mini boss. Again, I'm checking for a corrosive grenade mod because I already have my explosive bouncing buddy. I'm gonna sell this worst one, and I also was checking for a shield, which I just got it. Also, it's a fast recharge one.
To the trash coast. Dispose of what you will.
You can phase walk as soon as you get here. Just run right into James' cop face. And grab his weapon for extra cash. Or as a backup weapon too. It's a good weapon. And one thing to pay attention in this segment is that the game just saves only saves after 30 seconds, as I said before. So you need to pay attention to the timer during this section, because if you quit before the 30 seconds, this kind of message will appear: you cannot save your progress at this time, and the game won't save and you will need to run over here again. So just wait the right timing until that message wears off after 30 seconds have passed, and you can save quit. It's a matter just of looking your timer, really. Here there's a neat grenade jump. You save your running around the wall there. And coming next is another very important phase jump in the run. It's really important to get this phase jump because it saves a bunch of time. As you can tell, like, gives you a huge speed boost and descending the hill there. Here you wanna grab all these quests because it's just faster to mash, because there are 2 quests you'll need there. The next mini-boss, you are supposed to kill him on foot, but you can actually get your car inside this area, just running over this rock here. And being very careful with these machine guns. If you stand there for too long, they just obliterate you. And this wall here is fake, and can just run past it and wait for the mini-boss. And I'm going to kill him the same way I killed Bonehead in the beginning of the run. Be careful, stand behind this fake wall, because his rocket launcher can destroy you.
Wonderful. Now, do your best to prepare yourself for what's ahead. I'll contact you again soon.
I'm looking the vendors every time because I need my grenade mod to appear. When you have a good RNG, you don't need to check that many times. So obviously, as soon as you get your 2 grenade mods, the sooner you get it, more time you save, because you don't need to keep checking. Right here, you wanna keep mashing the enter key and the activation key, because this will appear before this activates. So just keep mashing. And in this next area, there's the strongest boss in the game, in my opinion. It's Wreck Hive. It's a horrible monster. And he's also really strong and very random. So again, depending on the randomness, that's why I'm gonna buy these healing kits, because he can be really random and just kill me without effort. Has a few attacks, a few different attacks, which I'll show really soon. The way through this area is just using your grenades in the right spots. You wanna keep like 2 grenades for later. And also using the phase walk here, I'll get the phase walk really near him, so using it's worthless. I just skip it and I do a jump right before the trigger for the cutscene. So Rag Hive's critical spot is it's on his eyeballs. So that's what I have to shoot. To get closer and do more damage, to make the spread from the sled shotgun less effective, I jump to get closer to his eyeballs. So I jump and drop reload, which is hard to do. If you manage to do the advanced technique for drop reloading, you can also aim down the sides, but it's really hard to do. I don't do it because I messed everything up. So he just did a long stomp, I guess, and he's behaving himself really good. I'm not seeing any trolley movements, but I have to kill him more times, so it's possible for him to do things I want him to show. Also, I'm forgetting to split. Just gonna skip this one. Oops, go back to the underpass. Something I have in mind is that whenever I get a vault key piece, I go back to the underpass. That's the way I used to memorize this. Vault P keys, underpass.
Hello! There are new missions available at the New Haven bounty board. Hello! Crazy Earl has more jobs he'd like that chump Vault Hunter to do.
Can actually get over this wall using a grenade jump, but only if you do it right. I'm really bad at it because I never really practice this grenade jumping in specific, but if you do it, you practice, you can get it just right. Now I'm going back to Wreck Hive and kill him 2 more times because I need the XP. The main reason I'm doing all this farming here and there is not only to proceed to the next area, it's to reach level 30 by the end of the run. It's very important to reach level 30 because it makes much easier to kill the last boss. In this second kill, you can save a single grenade. Grenade will be used later. The second kill is most of the time easier, much easier than the first. but it can be trolly depending on his attacks. He just spawns some explosive wrecks. These wrecks aren't a problem because they deal very low damage on you. But Wreck Hive can spawn some blue wrecks, and the blue wrecks are a nightmare. They are really strong, they deal a lot of damage, and they are really hard to kill. So yellow wrecks okay, and blue wrecks just pray for the best. Here is the grenade we are going to use because it gains a lot of distance here. I still don't have my corrosive grenade mod. That means more vendor checking. Now you can use all of your grenades. He spawned the yellow wrecks again, that's okay. It won't be a problem. And one thing he didn't show yet, I wanna show, is the other attack that's not possible to dodge. It's a quick stomp. He does a quick stomp like randomly, it's a random attack as the other ones. He's not doing it for some reason, but he would do a lot during the runs. These are the blue racks, they're hard to kill, but you can do this little trick when they are really close to you. Just use your phase walk to kill them. Because your phase walk has a little blast on it, they are good enough to kill the blue racks. But he's not doing the quick stomp as I want. Okay, this was the quick stomp. It's near impossible to dodge because it's not predictable. And it's an attack that if he does on the first fight, it's pretty much your death because it takes down all of your health. Now that I killed him 2 more times, I can just go to the next area, but before I'm gonna reset my skill points again so I can level up things that will increase my phase walk duration. Because until the end now, I won't kill many enemies, so having a longer phase walk is better.
Let's get out of here.
Crazy Earl has more jobs he'd like that chump Vault Hunter to do.
Here the faster way to do it is to open the door and then turn in the quest. It's a little time saver. Still don't have my grenade mod. I'm gonna buy some grenades because I need to do a grenade jump here. When you reach this thing here, you can phase walk. So you follow this path and it ends right here, and you do a grenade jump here. So you save going all the way around here. This area is really big, so save going this way. Just go through this. Now, because I don't have my corrosive grenade mod, this is the last vendor I can find one. So I need to keep saving and quitting here until I find it. It's a corrosive grenade mod, by the way, again. So I need to keep saving and quitting until I find it. It's an unfortunate thing. On a good run, you shouldn't have that. But I already found it, so it's not too bad. So I'm gonna get it and unequip it, because I need to do grenade jumps later.
Was an employee of mine, but I fired him for gross incompetence. When he left, he stole the fragment from me and crashed
Enough walking.
In this next area, there is another huge RNG element. There are 4 cars you need to kill, and these cars are really random on its spawns. Like, it can take a lot of time to respawn. It's just waiting for them. Most of the times there's not a currently there's not a way to trigger their spawn. They sometimes appear really fast like this, and others just take forever. After you kill 2 of them, most of the time the third one will be on the back part of this. But sometimes the back part one appears first, so it's random. Have to think on the fly. This was a really good spawn. They were really close to each other and appeared fast enough. This was a optimal thing.
I see you beating the path to my door.
So next you come on this skull monster. I think it's a skag head, a giant skag. Next up, there is another boss, which is Baron Flynn, who is talking right now, and normally it's hard to kill him because he has a strong weapon. It's an explosive one, and he's on the top of a tower, and you need to kill the enemies, his thugs first, before you can reach the top of the tower. But instead, there is a trick, there is a skip you can do using grenades, so you reach the tower earlier than expected. And you can do another stuff too, which I'll show. So you grenade jump here, try to reach over that cloth, and hopefully then you can just jump, and then you can jump straight forward because there is an invisible ground there. Then you can jump again on top of this thing. If you keep the momentum going there, you have enough speed to jump 2 times. Right here, I want to enter my face walk animation and go right on his back and try to aim on his butt, literally, and just shoot. So he flies away and dies. This happens because there are kill walls on the map that kills you, but they also kill the enemies, and the effect Sledge Shotgun has is to knock back enemies. It's funny enough, you can just do this to a boss. Actually, something happened that I was not expecting. I'm at level 28. Normally, you would be at level 29 in this area. So, I'm gonna just activate here. Actually, I didn't turn in the quest there. That's why I don't have level 29. Never mind. I forgot to turn in the quest on the Baron's Flint chest. So I'm going back up on the tower again, just to turn in the quest. Actually, the cutscene triggered one more time. It's funny. It's like I didn't kill him, but I did. Interesting. Hopefully I won't need to kill him one more time. I can just turn in the quest up here. Nope, I need to kill him. And sometimes he can just be a douche and come back here. So you need to adapt and try to shoot him off the stage. Sometimes can be a pain to do so. His spawn point is pretty much RNG. Can be back there or he can be in front of you. But the idea is to just throw him off the stage. Can be really hard if he's not in the correct position.
You can stop me?
This can also happen when you have him on the right position, but your sled shotgun shoot has a certain spread that don't pull him off the stage, like throws him down, for example. I'm trying to find some grenades for the grenade jump. And when he goes down there, it's really hard to pull him off. Wow, I don't even know how I died. Okay. This shows really well some of the struggle we go through running this game. Sometimes it's just like that. Wait, he's not dead? How? How is he alive? Or I don't know if he's dead or not. I need to go up there to see. Okay, he died. I just forgot to turn in the quest here. That was all. Basically, that was Baron Flynn.
There is no fourth key fragment. Paris has joined us, and we now have possession of the completed key. She used you to get what she wanted. You've ignored my orders. Leave the planet now, and we won't pursue you. Do yourself a favor. Take advantage of my generosity while you still can. Only further disobedience will cost you and the citizens of this planet dearly.
The Crimson Lance are about to make an unpleasant...
In this area, it's very important for you to have level 29.
No, this wasn't supposed
It's
to
like
happen.
the same thing for the end game. If you don't have level 29 here, you won't have level 30 at the end game. So it's very important. Instead of taking all the way around in this area, like to climb there, you can just climb this invisible, I don't know, platforms here. Next up, there is a mini boss. I think this game has more mini bosses than actual bosses. But first thing you wanna do is to buy a grenade expansion. And I'm really low on cash, so I'm gonna try to sell some stuff from these chests here, so I can do another thing too. Now that I have enough cash, I can buy a grenade expansion, shotgun expansion too. That's not so important. You might not need it, but it's a safe strat, so I use it. In an actual run, you don't actually buy that grenade, that shotgun expansion. You just need the grenade one. And the reason why is that this next mini boss is going to be killed by using a glitch. This glitch alters your grenade type of damage. So I'm gonna use initially the explosive bouncing baddies because it does the most damage, like 66 damage, and it's a bouncing baddie, so it separates in tiny explosion that also have the 66 damage. So right when the light goes on, I'm gonna throw 2 grenades, and then I'm gonna open my menu and change to the corrosive. Doing that makes the explosion be a corrosive one, but with the damage of a bouncing baddie. So I turn back to the bouncing baddie, throw 2 more, and swap again to the corrosive one. And I repeat until all my grenades are used. Here I might die, depending on the damage I do on him. Okay, I didn't die. So as you can see, that's pretty decent damage that grenade swapping glitch does. When you enter in this area, you just run over everything. Try to phase jump through here, it's really fast. It's another really important phase jump. Saves a bunch of time. Dying here or not is completely on RNG because these enemies are much higher level than you. And there's nothing for you to cover. So you just need to hope for the best. But whenever you have your phase walk, you can just run past everything. In the next this area here, you need to activate 3 different consoles around the area. Also, if you need some money here, you can sell stuff. But as you can see on the map, like the consoles are really separated. There is one here, another here, and another here, I think. But the game allows you to use just one of the consoles 3 times in a row if you save and quit. Like, use it once, save and quit, and you can use the same console again. So the way to do this is just run to the one of the consoles, the closest one, and you're set. You can activate it 3 times. And the phase walk is really handy in this area because the enemies are really strong. And using the phase walk at the right spot, you just skip everything. The second time, I'm gonna show where I start my phase walk. Basically, this rock here is where you should start. Basically right here, when you start to see the laser from the gun, you can phase walk. And that should be enough for you to reach right this top and do a phase jump. So you are safe. Basically, don't even get shot by the enemies. They deal a lot of damage. This is one of the parts that makes the other characters like a pain to play. Because without phase walk, going past the enemies, those enemies is very, very hard. In this area here, I need to reactivate the console. But first I need to go past through these badasses. They can either shoot me or not. I'm gonna try to save my phase walk. I couldn't because I would die. But the idea there is to save the phase walk. So right after you activate the console, you can go back with the phase walk. But I couldn't, so I need to wait for the mission to pop up so I can save and quit. Otherwise, I would have to go back to the console again if I save and quit right after activating it. So if you can go past without using the phase walk, you can go back. If you can't, just wait for the mission. I actually don't have enough cash, I think, to reset. So I'm gonna sell it this just in case. I think the cost for... Now I go to the Salt Flats. The cost for the reset in the end is... I don't remember. But I like to have like 30k of cash before the last area.
There is no time left. You must reach the vault by any means necessary. We will not get another opportunity at this
One thing I have to pay your attention here is this area. When you first play it, it's really hard to find because following your minimap back in the bottom, you think the right way is this way, like there's nothing here, and the way is really narrow, it's hard to find, so something to pay attention you're trying to find here. And this next, it's one of the most important phase jumps because it's one of the most longest ones. It's really cool to do it too.
The hourglass is on the last few grains of sand. You must reach the vault by any means necessary.
I have my phase walk here, but I'll save it
In your lifetime.
until I reach the bottom there. Right before I touch the ground, I use it, and that gives me enough time to reach this little pillar here and do a phase jump from there. So I gain the most distance I could there. Right here, just need to go down. Sometimes this will happen. That's completely fine. But it's a huge time waste. So phasing jumping from there, really good. Can also jump over these rocks. Get it right. Everything goes smooth. And you have phase walk here, but don't use it. Just save it for a little bit more. And right when I enter this area, I'm gonna use it. All of these enemies are 3 levels higher than me, and they can just one-shot me most. So this area, this last area of the game, just need to be lucky, because the enemies can either not shoot or hit you at all, but they can one-shot you too. So it's just running, hoping for them not to hit you, and as soon as you have your phase walk, just use it. The last section before the last boss, and it's just running. For the other characters, this area is much harder because you don't have the phase walk. As you can see, the damage is immense.
This is it. The reason
Luckily
you're
enough,
the guidance
they
you
didn't
displayed
hit
to
me
them so
too
well.
much.
Know that you are ready for this.
And now I'm
The
safe.
vault opens. Brace yourself. I believe in you. You can do this.
So I'll enter this area, the vault. And right after I enter it, I'm gonna save and quit. The reason I do so is that by saving and quitting there before the cutscene, my character gets respawned on the fast travel station that is in the vault, and I get closer to the fast travel station so I can reset my skill points. And it's very good too because it puts me on a safe position in front of, away from the last boss, the destroyer. So right after the cutscene, I need to reset my skill points to put back on my damage build. And also, I need to equip my bouncing Betty grenade mod again. So the way I use it, I forgot to tell. I'm gonna save and quit again. The way I use it to position... Oh wait, it was not right. Anyway, I need to reset my skill points here. And I put the points right this way. You could put 1 points on damage or advance over here. Damage reduction. I prefer to put on shield capacity. Gives you more tanky stuff. Gonna equip my pulsing battery back off. And the way to fight this last boss, you need to dodge his middle tentacle and try to kill the purple tentacles. Because they shoot these darts. These darts kill you so fast like this. So you need to kill them as fast as you can. And then dodge the middle tentacle. And as soon as he opens his mouth, just throw all of your bouncing berries inside his mouth, and then damage should be enough to make him go really low on health. So you just need to finish him off. And as you can see, he's level 33, I'm only level 30. If I was like level 29 here, it wouldn't be possible for me to kill him. So the XP management is really important the entire run. Also, the longer you take to kill him, more attacks he will do, like this laser beam. So you need to kill him fast before he kills you. And that should be it. That's it. The timer stops as soon as you kill him.
You opened the vault! I'm sorry I couldn't warn you about what was in it. But for you to be there to stop it, it couldn't have unfolded any other way. You did well, and your actions haven't gone unrewarded. The key won't open the vault for another 200 years, but I'm sure Tanis will pay you quite the fortune for it. Now go. I'll be watching.
Ooh, but check me out. Oh, come on, get down.
Gonna skip the credits. And one more thing I wanna show is that the game has an in-game timer. But this in-game timer is not reliable at all. It counts loading screens, it doesn't count the menus, it's not consistent as a timing method. So it can be a reference for you to know if your run was right or not before you retime it with all loading screens. But I don't like it. It's not like reliable for a timing method. So my real time was like 2:47, but I would have to retime it to take off the loading screens, and that's the way to track the run. Well, that was it. The run is well done, I guess. There were a few hiccups on Flint, but it was okay. So let me just reset this. And just one more thing, I wanna thank you all for being here. It's every 20 people over here, the entire thing. It really means a lot to me, and I really wanted to do this just so I can give it something for the newcomers to learn this game, and maybe encourage more people to run this, because I really think this game is a really, despite the RNG, it's a really technical game, has a bunch of stuff, lots of details, and it's really enjoyable to run, even with all the frustration RNG causes. And the last thing I wanna say, it's being out near running this game, and lots of frustration, but also lots of happiness happened, and it's time for me to stop. Basically, I won't be running this game this way, I would say, because I want to announce that I will be doing a segmented run for this game, and this will be a long process too, but it will be a a slower paced process, because I will do segments, like I'll try to do one segment for a month, maybe one segment each 2 months. So it will be a long process, but something that I think I'll be able to do, because I honestly can't do single segment runs anymore. And that's my last contribution to this category. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope I can help someone to start the game, or even learn a little bit more, you know. So yeah, thank you all for watching.